So this past semester, students in Accounting 430 participated in an immersive learning project with Home Savers of Delaware County. And the principal thing that they did was they helped the organization develop a new strategic plan.
So as a class, we worked as an executive member of their board. We were split into 3 groups. So the first group was more the admin type projects, and then the second group worked on more of the physical things, so building ramps and organizing the physical space of Home Savers. And then the third group was our marketing and more customer-facing, client-facing, interactive pieces. So that could be their social media, their website.
We assisted in their record keeping. Our primary task was going through applications, acceptances, denials, and just getting them in an organized state.
Home Savers is an organization that seeks to keep homeowners in their homes. So if a homeowner has an issue where they can't make it back in their home, or their home is just unsafe or unlivable, let's say their furnace is out, or a water heater, maybe their roof, or they need a ramp to get into their house if they're in a wheelchair or have a need for a ramp to get into their home. Home Savers aims to build those things or provide those things so homeowners can stay in their home and remain living there.
So students prepared 3 principal reports to present to the board. One of those gave kind of an overview of the current finances of the organization. One gave an overview of the operations of the organization. And then the third gave an overview of some survey data that they took of the board to give the board's current perceptions of how they're doing. And so this data really was able to help the organization kind of reflect on where they're at, what they're doing, and set a vision for what they want to look like in the future. Then the students participated in the strategic planning process itself, which for me was a real joy and a blessing to see. So teaching government and nonprofit accounting, one of the things that I try to convince students of is that they should get involved in nonprofits. They should get involved in their local community.
Since coming to Ball State, I really haven't helped in any community projects, any outreach, nonprofit work, volunteering, and it kind of helping with Home Savers, it helped me see how much I actually enjoyed it and how much I missed it. And it was nice to see the help we were doing with the organization. It wasn't just busy work, it was actual hands-on, getting to see the impact that the work we were doing.
I found the experience working with Home Savers super beneficial. I got to know my peers better, my professor better, and the Muncie community better.
So showing somebody your financials is kind of like bearing your soul. And so we don't often get a lot of opportunity to have real-world practical projects. And so being able to work with a local nonprofit is a real treasure to these students because they're able to see the ins and outs. They're able to see the friction points. They're able to see in real time what it's like.
I now have the experience to be able to go out and assist these organizations in more larger ways, I guess you could say.
I learned from this experience very personal things, that nonprofit is where I need to be. I need to be working with individuals and seeing the impact of my work.
If I'm able to offer some suggestions that improve the organizations, that means that more people are going to have heat, more people are going to have accessibility to their home, and the cost of building a wheelchair accessibility ramp is about $2,500, a relatively low cost for the it's transformative for somebody to be able to get in and out of their house. So the students were able to see, okay, because I'm doing this, the organization is saving money. They can then turn around and save that money and make somebody's life better. And there's really no way fully express that or describe that, but it's transformative for students.